Tim Bradley fires off, pow, on Jaron Boots Ennis and Tank Davis. Say they some dogs with no balls. Some dogs with no balls. That's what he said, bro. And everybody was talking about it. I'm going to react to what he said. Smash a like, sub to the channel, share the video. We live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30. Also live Sunday mornings with the singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Join the channel as a member. Drop super chats when you come by the live streams, the videos that we do. And hit me up if you want to debate. Knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com. I think that we sometimes get shit twisted, bro. And I know that Tim Bradley is saying a lot of shit. And he's doing a good job with his YouTube channel. So this ain't no hate. He's saying a lot of shit for shock value and getting a lot of people to respond to him, to react to him, going viral. And so salute to him for that, bro. He's doing this shit on the internet. No problem with that. But I think sometimes what happens in boxing, and I'm guilty of this myself, I'll be the first one to tell you, I place my expectations on fighters all the time. I'm pissed off, and I'm realizing as I remove further and further from the Tank Davis-Jake Paul fight announcement and get closer and closer to the Tank Davis-Jake Paul fight, a lot of my anger and frustration comes from my expectations that I'm placing on Tank Davis. 100% guilty of that shit. But what we not gonna do, bro, is basically call somebody like Jaron Boots Ennis and Tank Davis fucking cowards. Because that's what Tim Bradley did. He called them cowards, bro. Couple of things. Anybody stepping in that ring doing that shit for as long as they stepped in that ring doing that shit, bro, from the mud. These niggas is like, they getting they shit out the mud. No disrespect to Bozy. No disrespect to Boots brothers and shit that also box. But you talking about dudes that made they bones in the amateurs, bro. Fighting since they was kids and shit. All the way up to the point where they have both been able to become world champion and both been able to become household names, relatively speaking, meaning if you follow boxing, you know who these cats is, bro. If you a diehard boxing fan and not a casual, you know who these dudes is. Now, obviously, most casuals also know Tank because he's the big superstar. But from Jaron Boots Ennis, bro, like, a lot of casuals may not know who he is, but if you a diehard, bro, if you watching this video, bro, you know who Jaron Boots Ennis is the point I'm making. If this come across your feed and you subscribe to this channel or you subscribe to other boxing channels and you watching this video and watching KO for the first time, first of all, subscribe. We drop content every damn day. Subscribe. Second of all, you know who Jaron Boots Ennis is, bro. You not finna tell me that two dudes that work their way up to amateurs, bro, work their way from nothing, is dogs with no balls. And then you damn sure not gonna tell me that when I watch them fight. You're not gonna tell me that when I watch them fight, bro. I'm not looking at Jaron Boots Ennis fighting style and seeing coward. Because every time I see Jaron Boots Ennis fight, he going for the kill, bro. Same thing for Tank Davis. I'm not finna watch that young man fight. Know that he been through what he been through in his early life, in his childhood development. And say that young man ain't got no testicular fortitude, bro. Y'all is crazy in the motherfucker, man. It's like, this shit is getting real weird. How people are moving and talking about these dudes, man. Straight up. Did I want Jaron Boots Ennis to fight Virgil Ortiz? Fucking right. Did I think he ducked Virgil Ortiz? You goddamn right. But is he a coward? Is he somebody that is gonna shy away? Hell no, he ain't no coward, bro. He ain't lacking no testicular fortitude. He may value other things right now. He may want to get it his way and do things on his terms. But all these people talking shit, I tell you what, when Jaron Boots Ennis do fight Virgil, pick Virgil then. When he do fight Bacron, put your money on Bacron then, bro. Straight up. Come by, bet me, put your money on them boys. Boots is the truth, and y'all know it. Stop playing. Same thing for Tank Davis, bro. You ain't gonna say, oh, man, he a dog with no... First of all, he doing something that everybody in his position would do. Miss me with the bullshit, bro. Dog. Shakur Stevenson was fighting Joe Cordina. Coming off of a knockout loss. And he was fighting him because the bag was right. You think Jake Paul come calling, that nigga ain't finna pick the phone up, bro? Get the fuck out of here, dog. And he said so he said as much himself. All these fighters, bro. All these pundits, Tim Bradley included, bro, because he the one said this shit. Nigga, Jake Paul called Tim Bradley tomorrow for 50 M's. What Tim Bradley doing? What Tim Bradley doing? Put it in the comment section. Niggas is shitting on the young man for doing what they would do themselves, bro. That's hypocrisy, fam. That's why I said what I said and I stand on it, bro. Fight trash in the motherfucker. Fight trash. I wish he would have did something else. I totally fucking understand it, though, because you got me messed up, dog. I'm not finna lie to my audience, bro. And half of y'all don't understand real shit when it's right in front of you. I'm not finna lie to y'all, bro. Do I want to run this channel a certain way? Do I want shit to reverberate to y'all a certain way? You damn right. But Miss KO and Lil Jada in there right now in the doctor's office. Lil Trey, he at home. My daughter Nivea is off to college right now, driving back from her classes today. And guess what, bro? I put every last one of them in front of any one of y'all. And if somebody come to me with an offer I can't refuse, and I got to think about them or think about what y'all think of me, man, I don't give a damn what you think, bro. I'm going to do what's best for them. I'm going to do what's best for them. Because guess what? My channel fall off tomorrow. They demonetize my shit. Or they get ready to take my shit down the ringer and I fall off. Y'all ain't coming checking for me, bro. Y'all will turn on a brother in a heartbeat, bro. A lot of you. So, I'm not finna sit up here and all of a sudden everything Tank ever did was trash. Or all of a sudden everything Boots ever did was trash. Or now Tank ain't got no fucking testicular fortitude. Boots ain't got no testicular fortitude. You can't fight the way that them two fight and not have nuts, bro. That's what you don't. That's what y'all fail to realize and fail to understand. You can't fight how they fight and not have courage. You can't put yourself in harm's way trying to beat somebody up, go for knockouts, be willing to take punches, be willing to stand in the pocket with everybody you've ever fought. You can't move like that if you scared of somebody, bro. They contemporaries don't talk about them the way that they talk about them if them ain't two dogs, bro. Straight up. You may not like it, but it's the damn truth, bro. And Tim Bradley tripping with this shit. He been tripping a lot lately. He been tripping a lot lately, fam. My bad, y'all. The problem that I think people are having is understanding that everything ain't gonna happen when we want it to happen. And until these fighters hang their gloves up, every fight we have or we want has a shot to happen. I remember there was a time when Bud Crawford said he's past Errol Spence and he'll never fight Errol Spence. And to include myself, we all was on his helmet. I remember there was a time where Earl said, I don't need no Bud. Shit. I got this going on over here. I don't need him. I remember those times. And then I remember that fight finally happening. Years ago. 2 years ago now. So as long as Jaron Boots Ennis is fighting and Virgil Ortiz is fighting, Tank Davis is fighting, Shakur is fighting, and all these people we want to see these guys fight, as long as they continue to fight on, these fights got a chance to happen. Just be careful. Tim Bradley and others, just be careful. Because I remember vividly, there was a time that a lot of people talked about Terrence Crawford the same way a lot of people are talking about Tank right now. I remember that. I remember that wholeheartedly, bro. Vividly, I should say. And just remember this. Cowardice and being a K9 with no balls, no testes or whatever. The best way to tell that is how somebody fights and how they move inside that ring. I think they're the last two fighters. One of them 34-0 with 30 knockouts. The other one 30 wins, no losses, and 1 draw with 28 knockouts. Those are the two knockout artists that try to set you up and knock your head off your shoulders and take risks to do it. The last thing that either of them is dogs without balls, bro. And you're going to mess around and they're going to show it when you least expect it. You're going to mess around and they're going to show it when you got their back against the wall and you counting them young men out like that, bro. Boots Ennis mess around and run through everybody at 154 in the next 2 or 3 years. Same for Tank. Mess around and run through all of them. They that talented, bro. They that good. But y'all keep on. Y'all keep on. Y'all keep on. I hope that the shit piles on. And I hope Boots Ennis and I hope Tank Davis see everything that's being said about them. I really do, bro. I hope they are seeing everything that everyone says. I really do. Because they got the skill, the talent, the ability to get the last laugh over everybody that's doubting them, bro. 100%. But y'all let me know what y'all think of Tim Bradley's comments. Smash like, sub to the channel. Share the video. I'll see y'all soon. Peace!